Hey guys, welcome to this week's Bachelorette finale chat.
I almost didn't make it.
Every time I looked over, she was like,
What? Yeah.
yeah, so we gotta talk about the big finale and after the final rose. Come on.
Oh, all right.
So this happened in Thailand. First of all, though, they had the live segments.
This is no sausage party. The ratio of sausages to buns was very, very low.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Very low.
Back to Thailand.
Chad?
No, not back to Thailand. We gotta talk about
got
Chad.
a special shout out.
They are really milking him.
They were like, oh, Ben and Lauren are here and Chad!
Yeah, they were like the cast of Bachelor in Paradise and Chad.
Yeah, Chris Harrison really has a bone for Chad.
Whoa.
He really does.
Maybe he'll be a contestant on Bachelor in Paradise.
Well, I doubt it.
Vying for Chad's attention.
I think Chad's putting a little something special in his pay envelope, so he kind of likes that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, now let's go to Thailand.
Okay.
Her family's there.
Yeah. Remember her crappy brothers? They're not so crappy this time around.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for like a little bit more drama from them, but they were just like, oh, everyone's great.
All right, so it was Jordan's time first to get the once-over.
Mm-hmm.
He brought some flowers. He brought some hats.
He brought
for
a gift for
everybody.
everyone.
The hats were a little...
Let's all put these hats on and laugh at each other.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. It was like an icebreaker. How much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice.
Damn right. Okay.
All right.
Then it was time to really get down to business.
Mom had some great questions for him. He was kind of squirming a little bit.
Mom
there.
was also holding his hand, which I like when people do that on these shows.
I freaking love JoJo's mom.
JoJo's mom is
She's my
one
favorite.
of the best ever on this show.
He promised that he wouldn't break her heart, kind of. She was like, do you promise to break my daughter's heart? He was like, yeah, okay, I won't.
Yeah, but he's like, get out of here. I want to talk to your husband.
Yeah,
Because
really.
for weeks now, we've been hearing how excited Jordan is for that moment when he asks his future wife's father for permission.
Was a real letdown for him. He said it was.
He said, this is not how I thought this would be. So he didn't ask.
He didn't ask for permission.
Yeah.
All right, well, now it's Robbie's turn. First of all, Jordan arrived in freaking pants to Phuket. And Robbie shows up confident.
That big of a deal for you?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Because I feel like he's hiding something.
Like what?
Like his chicken legs.
All right.
Robbie shows up confident in shorts.
He's a swimmer. He's got it going on.
Well, he knows how to use it. He's amazing. The whole freaking family is just like...
He is very open about his emotions.
That's great. I mean...
He's talking about the first time he told her he loves her and like all this stuff, and they were just like...
And she's just like...
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
It was so obvious that she wasn't that into him and his gushing about her. I mean, you know, she whipped up a few little, oh yeah, remember when? But for the most part, she was just like...
Oh, that's
was so
sad.
freaking sad because he was so into her.
I didn't even really like him in the beginning.
Now I do.
And now I'm like, oh, go Robbie.
Mom says, I raised a princess. I'm giving you a princess. Make her the queen of your heart.
Oh my God, JoJo's mom.
So good.
Give me a wine bottle I can drink out of.
Yeah. Then Robbie was like, I need mom and I need dad and I got something I gotta ask you.
This was great.
And he wasn't just like, can I marry her? He was like, he went through the whole thing.
He spilled his guts.
He really did.
And I was waiting for the parents to be like, we'll marry you.
Well, they said, I do. And then the dad cried like a baby, probably because he knew JoJo wasn't going to pick him.
I don't know. When the dad started crying, I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. The family clearly wanted Robbie.
Yeah,
Clearly.
they had the little powwow after with JoJo. Just
Yeah.
the family and JoJo. And
She got really defensive. She was yelling at her mom, and the dad...
And the mom was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
No.
Not in my house.
Right. And when she found out that Jordan didn't ask for permission, she was
very upset.
She was pissed. She was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So now her final date with Robbie was a beach date.
Yep.
He just made up this wonderful story.
Well, she was like,
overcooked meatloaf.
Tell me what our lives will be like.
Great. That's all you need to know.
Good thing he didn't ask her. She would be like, well, I'm with Jordan and...
You come home from work and you find Jordan and I in bed.
No! Alright, but that was quite an elaborate story from Robbie.
It was really nice.
Alright, and then he gave her a gift. Mm-hmm. Photos of them from the show.
Some picture from the show. Mm-hmm. She has no doubts that he loves her.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But how does she feel?
Not so much.
Alright. It's time for Jordan's final date.
Jardine! He showed up with shorts this time. I did not like those shorts.
That's a big deal.
It was a boat date. She was kind of pissed the whole time.
It seems like they argued quite a bit on this date. I mean, we didn't see the whole date, obviously, but what we saw was arguing.
Yeah, she wants to know, why didn't you ask my family? That was a real bitch move. Why didn't, you gushing about talking to my dad and blah, 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 and you didn't even ask him. You freaking blew it. You'll never get that time back. You suck.
All right.
She keeps asking him the entire day.
He's trying to explain it. I feel like he was kind of talking in circles here.
He never truly explained it. He was just like, well, I'm not going to ask him until I know that I'm going to marry you.
I mean, I get what he's saying. He didn't want to do that until he knew it was him. But she's like, well, what, are you not going to propose on that day? Like,
Yeah. So they kind of left a little bit up in the air.
I don't know. It seemed fine after the nighttime part.
It's ring time with Neil Lane. That's the most important part of the show.
Wait, first we have to watch everyone put their pants on slowly. I could have done without that. I didn't need all that.
Showers.
Yeah.
So after they pick out the rings, Jordan calls her parents. And he already got the tip off that...
Actually, I think he went before the ring.
No, I thought it was after.
I don't know. Not a big deal. Whatever.
Anyhow, he got the tip off that he should ask both of them because that's what Robbie already did and that's what went over so big.
But he was basically just like, can I marry your daughter?
Yeah, he didn't do anything like Robbie did.
Could you at least FaceTime? It's so... It's 2016. You can do more than just a voice call.
Then they wrote the notes that will be placed by the table.
Yeah.
That should not be read until it's time. Mm-hmm. Jordan's looked like a second grader wrote it. And Robbie's was so classy. It was like so lovely printed.
But he did have the little things on the side of the paper still. He could have cut those off. But anyway.
Yeah.
She seemed really...
She was crying her eyes out for Jordan's note.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, he called.
When she saw that he asked her parents' permission... She was like, oh, okay, I guess I know what I'm going to do now.
She knew that he had to do that if this was going to go down because she was not accepting unless her parents knew.
Yeah. So, it was time for the final rose.
Yeah. Well, Robbie's note didn't mean as much. You could tell. She was like, all right, done.
I think she was crying more about Robbie's note because she knew that she was going to dump him.
Robbie arrives first. It's the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
He's gonna get cut.
He is. The socks were not the best choice. I just have to throw that out there. I'm just saying.
He poured out his heart, and she's all like, I am not gonna let you get down on one knee.
He said some really beautiful things.
He really did.
But you know what? If she's not feeling it with him, she's not feeling it.
I'm sniffing out Bachelor hardcore right now.
Yeah.
He's reeking of the next
Robbie
Bachelor.
or Lukey. Okay, so she's like...
I don't see Luke, I see Robbie. It's all Robbie now.
I don't know, are they going to say, like, he was too into JoJo?
Nope.
You know?
Nope.
Excuse me.
She's like, I'm not going to let you get down on one knee.
She didn't want to steal that moment from him.
You're not, girl. That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it's happened in the past. And that was really messed up.
That's not cool.
Yeah, so it's good she stopped him there. She told him...
She wanted it to be him. She
Yeah.
thought that morning it was going to be him.
She
There's
kept
something
saying, I want it to be you.
effed up about this show that the morning before you get engaged, you think it's going to be somebody else. No.
You're saying you're in
No.
love with this one person. I don't think that just disappears in 5 minutes, you know? And then you go and get engaged to
She
the other
wanted
one.
it to be him, but her heart is somewhere else. And he was shocked, and I don't blame him. He thought this was a done deal.
But didn't she say, too, that she was, like, in love with him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're dumping him. That's, like, whoa.
And how does Jordan feel about that? I don't think he even knows what's going on.
All right. Well, he shows up. Robbie's, like, really shocked. I felt bad for him, of course.
Yeah, she's all like, oh, how am I going to do this after
Yeah.
Robbie? And then Jordan shows up and she's like, Robbie who?
Well, yeah. She was, like, crying, and she was like, but I'm so excited to see Jordan. Yeah.
Of course, he takes a knee
He gets down on a knee.
and is just like, will you marry me? It was the shortest ass proposal. It was not what I would want in a proposal.
Sorry. He's a man of few words, I suppose. But she said yes.
Okay.
She gave him the final rose.
He pretended that he was going to dump her in the water and then didn't. That was disappointing.
Whoa! All right, it's time for After the Final Rose.
Robbie shows up. He's confused, but he has the whitest
I'm really
ass
confused
teeth
too.
ever.
What the hell happened to those teeth, okay?
Those were ultimate grand supreme white teeth.
It wasn't just the whiteness. Did he get veneers? I don't know.
But he was looking fabulous.
But it reminded me of that episode of Friends when Ross gets the teeth whitening and his teeth like glow in the dark. It's just too much. But I just could not stop staring at them.
But are they preparing him to be the next Bachelor? Is that why he got those
I think they went a little too
cha-chings?
far if they are. I think they need to pull it back a little bit.
Give him some coffee.
I don't know.
All right, so JoJo and Robbie have a little chat. She wants to give him some closure.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't seem that disappointed anymore.
I don't know.
He was subdued.
I feel like when he saw her, you could see his face light up. I think he still has a lot of feelings for her.
Well, she still admitted she wanted it to be him, but she just couldn't tell Jordan goodbye.
There's something so strange about that.
I'm not for that.
But he kept saying, like, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, she never really wanted to hurt him. You know.
Of course.
All right, let's turn the page here. All right.
So then it was time for JoJo to chat alone with Chris Harrison.
Hey, JoJo, who do you think's gonna be the next Bachelor?
And then Chad's like, I got something to say. I know y'all think I'm a douchebag, and you're gonna think it even more.
After Bachelor in Paradise.
But, can I be the next Bachelor? Sit down, Chad!
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Bachelor in Paradise starts tomorrow. 2-hour premiere.
It's a dumpster fire.
It's a train wreck. Isn't it gonna be 2 hours every week?
Probably.
So why are they, 2
Because it's
hour
on
premiere?
Tuesday, I don't know.
All right. Let's talk about the engaged couple.
Alright, well, the media's been really tough on them. And,
When are they not?
well, sometimes they're like,
Seriously.
oh, how lovely, blah, blah, blah.
No.
But,
No,
there's
not
been a
these
lot of
last-
shit swirling around about these two.
Yeah, you know, he's there for the wrong reasons.
And then, like, the whole feud with the brother, and they just kept
He
bringing
doesn't
that
really
up.
love you. He just wants to be there for a career.
Blah, 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 blah. Time to bring out Jordan.
Yes, get the talky stuff over with.
Right.
Because he don't talk so pretty. Yeah, our families have been really supportive.
I don't know. This was weird. I felt like they were finally together, and usually
They're like beaming usually.
usually the couple's really like giddy by this point.
Yeah.
But I felt like JoJo did
She
not
was just
look.
like,
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're not happy together. I'm just saying that's something I noticed.
I noticed it
I hope
too.
that they are happy together.
It wasn't just-
congratulations. We didn't say congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How do you survive falling for a fraud?
What?
That was part of
Oh
the
yeah, they
media
pulled up
stuff,
all these
too.
headlines on the screen, and then they showed the next people cover.
Yeah. How do
I
you
know, I
survive
can
falling
trust
for a
him or whatever, yeah.
Fraud. Now they can go to Chipotle. This is some real relationship
That's living the dream.
goals.
No, for real.
Yeah, well.
That's living the dream.
He's moving to Dallas. He's got his crap in a garbage bag and he's ready to go.
They like bought a house. Wow.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
She's got some cash. All right, so this is gonna be some crazy, sexy Bachelor in Paradise
We'll
time.
tease that again.
Hey, what's up with Aaron, your brother?
Ooh, it got a little, when Chris Harrison brought up the brother.
We don't talk about that, Chris.
They were trying to brush it off, and he kept trying to get something out of him.
You still not talking to Aaron?
No.
Are you talking to Aaron?
No.
Why not? Are you still not talking?
It was awkward.
Well, how about now?
He kept trying to deflect.
Yeah. They just want to be normal and not talk to Aaron.
Yeah, so then, because he got nothing out of that, he had to stretch more. So he's like, Ben and Lauren, any advice?
Hey, Bland Man, what's going on? And he puts together, if you're getting criticism...
You're doing something. Okay.
Great.
Also, is anybody going to be watching Ben and Lauren's show on ABC Family or Freeform or whatever it is?
Only if you're talking to Aaron. Are you talking now? Oh.
All right.
So they gave them a little gift, a trip to the Pennsylvania resort that they were at.
That's a pretty sweet looking resort.
Yeah.
I want to check that out.
I want that. All right, so Paradise, Dirty Time.
That show looks like a freaking mess.
They showed a little tease like they showed, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's a mess.
Shit's gonna go down. So if you want to watch a ridiculous, jaw-dropping show that's bordering on softcore porn, watch it.
All right.
We'll probably watch it, but we won't recap it. We won't chat about it. We'll just secretly watch it.
All right. Anyway, let us know what you guys thought of this season in the comments, and who do you think is going to be the next Bachelor?
I'm hoping it's going to be Robbie, although he's they're both too good for it. Let's just get boring Chase in there.
Oh, all right. So, thanks for watching with us, and until next time, much love.